Hello, everyone, and welcome to PCTV's new weekly show, The Friar Sports Desk. We're your host, Angela Marciano,
and Danielle Demasay. We bring you the need to know in sports at PC,
as well as your favorite pro teams. We hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving break, and let's get started with PC Sports.
The women's ice hockey team went 1-1 over the weekend, falling to round 2-1 Friday in the 17th annual Mayor's Cup before shutting out Union 5-0 on Sunday. Against Union, junior Nicole Anderson accounted for a career-best 4 points on 1 goal and 3 assists. Senior goaltender Genevieve Lacoste stopped 25 shots for her 16th career shutout. Lacoste is also 2 wins shy of tying the college's all-time victory mark of 58. On Friday, senior Abby Gauthier scored the lone PC goal. Up next, the Friars will play a home and away series against number 5 Boston University, hosting BU Saturday night, December 3rd at 7 p.m., before visiting the Terriers Sunday afternoon, December 4th at 3 p.m.
The Providence College women's basketball team is on a 3-game winning streak as they picked up 2 victories last week.
That's great.
They defeated Oakland 51-50 in an overtime and then defeated Dartmouth by a score of 64-38. Senior Taya Wright recorded her 4th double-double of the season with 20 points and a season-high 14 rebounds. The Friars return to action on December 3rd and the 4th at the Brown Bear Classic at Brown University. They will face Fairfield and Brown in the Classic. All games will be played at the Pizzitola Center in Providence.
In men's cross country, the 24th ranked men's cross country team placed 22nd of 31 teams with 530 points at the NCAA Championships in Terre Haute, Indiana. Senior David McCarthy led the way for the Friars, taking 31st place with a time of 30:14.90. And senior Dominic Shannon was next in for the Friars, finishing in 54th place with a time of 30:34.90.
The men's hockey team did not pick up victory last week as they lost 2 games in the Denver Cup Classic. On Friday the 25th, the Friars were defeated by Miami of Ohio by a score of 6-2. The following night, the Friars were unsuccessful as they lost to Princeton 3-1. The Friars are back in action this Friday as they host the number 1 team in the country, Merrimack. This game will be at Schneider Arena.
The women's indoor track team will start its season this weekend with 2 meets. On Friday, the team will travel to the Bronx, New York for the Fordham Quad meet at 3 p.m. On Saturday, the team will travel across town for the Brown Invitational meet at 10 a.m.
On to swimming and diving. The team, both men and women, did not compete last week, but both teams will compete this Friday, December 2nd, and Saturday, December 3rd at the Harold Invitational.
Providence College men's basketball team was 1-2 last week as it completed the South Padre Island Invitational. On November 22nd, the Friars defeated Southern 59-53 at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Sophomore guard Gerard Coleman led all players with a game-high 21 points and posted his first career double-double with 11 rebounds. The Friars then traveled to South Padre Island, Texas, for the remaining 2 games of the tournament. On November 25th, the Friars fell to Iowa State 64-54 and were defeated by Northern Iowa 79-62. Against Iowa State, junior Vincent Council led the Friars with 21 points and 3 assists. The game marked Providence's first loss of the season. In the loss to Northern Iowa, Council posted a game-high 26 points and Henton at a career-high 16 points. The Friars ended the tournament 2-2. They are now 4-2 overall. The Friars defeated Holy Cross on Tuesday, November 29th by a slim 5-point margin, 82-77. Junior guard Vincent Council posted his first double-double of the season with 19 points and 11 assists. The game marks the 3rd time this season that 4 Friars have scored in double digits. The Friars move on to play South Carolina on Thursday, December 1st at 7 p.m. on ESPNU.
On to men's indoor track. They will start the season in the upcoming weeks, and their warm-up meet will be this weekend as they travel to Fordham, and then their second meet will be at Brown University.
Now on to pro sports news. In NBA news, as I'm sure you've all heard, they're back. The players and the owners reached agreement this past week announcing that the season will start up on Christmas Day. They received a tentative working agreement, and once the Union of Players in the NBA rejoins, they plan to work out the rest of the details of the agreement. Training camp begins December 9th, and the teams are starting their 66th game season on December 25th, with the season ending on April 26th, and then the playoffs. We'll see what the Christmas miracle means for the NBA in the new year.
Should be an interesting season. I can't wait for it.
Yep.
On to the NFL. Week 12 is behind us, and it featured wins by both the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. while the New York Giants got manhandled by the New Orleans Saints. This upcoming week, the Patriots host the Indianapolis Colts without Peyton Manning, and unfortunately, they're winless. The Jets take on the Washington Redskins, and the Giants host the undefeated Green Bay Packers.
Okay, in NHL news, the Boston Bruins recently beat the Jets 4-2 and the Maple Leafs 4-3. And the Bruins' next game is against the Maple Leafs at 7 p.m. on Saturday, December 3rd.
Now let's go on to baseball. There's no season, but there's a hot stove. The Boston Red Sox have got their Valentine for Christmas.
Huh.
They have chosen Bobby Valentine as the predecessor for Terry Francona. Bobby V has coached the New York Mets and recently a team in Japan. He's most known for his bringing the Mets to the World Series in 2000, which they lost to the New York Yankees. Bobby V has a lot of work to do with the Red Sox, and he hopes to restore the prestige of the organization. Thank you for joining us here at the Friar Sports Desk. I'm Angelo Marciano.
I'm Danielle Demasay,
Hope you enjoy the show.
and go Friars!